say, yeah. Fucking nobody's going to say. How am I find this?
Okay. Okay, seal.
Oh my god.
There's one flying in, still one. Still one flying in.
Oh my god.
Yo, what am I?
Dude, they took my car, my sniper. He takes somebody's sniper.
I finished this team and get a clip.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Aimbot, nice aimbot.
Aimbot, nice aimbot. Alright guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to speed boost in Modern Warfare. And this is really important. It's probably one of the best moves that are used by a lot of streamers. And me myself to get out of situations a lot faster, or to just do some crazy movements, get some crazy clips on people. And it's really not talked about either, just because it's so simple. Pretty much how to speed boost, you just go like this. You literally just pull your attack sprint up and then jump. You get like a little speed boost there. And what that does is pretty much, instead of just like running in a straight line like this or just like sliding, if you move up and then have the upward motion, you get like a thrust forward. And let's just say there's a guy coming around here, right? Guy coming around here, he's trying to shoot me. If I just slide cancel here, I kind of like slid into a spot and then just stopped right here. And yeah, I could just jump off this too, but it's like I'm not moving while I'm like shooting the guy. I'm standing in a stationary position. And if you're a really good player, then maybe, oh, you see me, you drop shot, or you do like some bunny hop. You're constantly moving while I already just like slid here and then stopped. So if I'm doing a speed boost, like, let's just say there's a guy right here, right? I can speed boost this way, and then if I still want a speed boost, like if I'm shooting him and he's hitting me, I can do the same thing here. So you speed boost over here. So speed boosting is pretty much just jumping up like this. I can do it multiple times, and it gives me just a boost forward. And I think the most valuable place to use this is when you're getting shot at. So not when you're coming up against somebody, like I explained right here. If a guy was coming up on me and I just want to like take him out, I'd speed boost to the right here. But let's just say I'm going out in the open. Maybe I'm in an open area right here. There's somebody over here and he's shooting at me. I'm not gonna run in a straight line. I'm not gonna slide cancel over here. You know, I'm gonna use the speed boost to my advantage. So he's shooting at me. I can speed boost over here and speed boost like this. And what that does is pretty much his aim is going to get messed up because he thinks I'm just going to keep going in a straight line to get out of the fight. But instead of going in a straight line, I'm speed boosting this way, speed boost this way, speed boost this way. And it just makes me a lot more unpredictable, especially if you use the rose skin. The rose skin is very important because it's just really hard to see it. And it looks like the hitbox is really skinny, but the hitbox is exactly the same. So people are just going to get confused and be like, what? Why am I not hitting that guy? Like, I'm shooting him right on his body. So make sure you use the rose skin when you're trying to speed boost. But yeah, pretty much speed boost this way. You can do a slide cancel and then speed boost outwards. But you always want to make sure that your #1 move is jumping. Don't slide too much. Obviously, slide cancels are very important. They reset your attack sprint and all that. But you want to make sure that your #1 move should be just jumping this way. And there's a lot of clips I do get. You see me do the move. I never really explained it too much because it is pretty obvious, but not obvious at the same time. Like a generic player, they just see me, oh, I'm jumping around the guy and I'm destroying him, but they don't see that I'm actually doing this specific move. And if you have trouble with this, I'm pretty sure 99% of you people have this on, but if you do not have this on, you want to have automatic attack sprint. If I don't have it, it's like you can still do it, but it's just so much harder to do. So if you have automatic attack sprint, it's just you can just easily speed boost out of everything. Now, you know that speed boosting is very important when you're trying to dodge bullets and stuff like that. But there's another question that a lot of people will have, and that's, does speed boosting actually make you faster? Now, if I got my time right here, we're going to time if I'm speed boost slide canceling and if I'm just slide canceling. We're going to test those two things out and see which one is faster. So let me pull up my timer. Okay, so I got my stopwatch, and I'm just gonna do regular slide cancels right now, all the way to the door, and let's just see how fast I am. So I started my timer, I'm just slide canceling. No speed boosts. Got to the door. That's 10 seconds. So I got 10 seconds. Now let's see if I'm doing the jump, if that makes me faster or if it's the same speed. Now I'm gonna jump, doing the speed boost. Huh. Okay, it was a 1 second difference, but I mean that could be anything. So, that's really tough. I'm not gonna say the speed boosting like this. It's not, even if it's a 1 second difference, it's not like a huge big a video, I don't think. But overall, I do think you should be doing this a lot more than just slide canceling like this. Because even if it's the same exact speed, I'd rather you be jumping around and slide canceling instead of just slide canceling. Because you're going to be more predictable. And if you're just slide canceling like this and then somebody pops up at you, it's harder to counter that instead of slide canceling and jumping out. Because if someone pops up, you're going to be ready for the gunfight. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Now if I go up here, speed boosting, you also want to make sure that when you speed boost, you want to speed boost downwards or forwards. You don't really want to speed boost upwards, because speed boosting upwards, it really stops your momentum, and momentum is really important. Height advantage is probably the #1 thing in this entire game that's going to get you a lot of kills. I talked in my other video before about stairs, why going upstairs is a horrible idea. You should never go up the stairs unless you're really feeling risky or something, I don't know, but you should pretty much never ever go up the stairs. And right here, if I know there's a guy right here and I speed boost down the stairs in a downward motion, right? I speed boost like here, I am gone. I am jumping across this guy's entire screen while I'm hip firing him with the Bison, and he's not going to be able to do anything. So if you really want to take advantage of speed boosting down places, it's extremely important. If I'm speed boosting up, right? Like look at that. I'm barely moving. I'm going here, here, here. Like it's horrible. You don't ever want to do that. Make sure that you boost either on height level, like on the level someone's at, or above them to get the best advantage possible. Now that we talked about that stuff, we got to talk about the weapons that you must have in order to perfect the speed boost. And right now I have two amazing guns right here, the MP5 and the Bison, each with collapsible or no stock. You really don't want to do this with like an M4 or anything, because you're not going to get any momentum. So the Bison, I feel like right now is probably the best gun to do movement with. My momentum is insane. Like I'm just jumping so fast right now. I can jump over someone's screen easily. And you want to make sure you have hip fire weapons too, because if I'm hip firing, look how much space I cover. I'm just hip firing right here. I cover so much space. But if I'm ADSing, like I'm right here instead of being right there. So you want to hip fire all the time. That's why I have hip fire lasers on this one and this one. It's just so much easier for me to hit. And that's why these hip fire guns are very popular right now in Rebirth. Now, if I'm using, like, let's just say an M4, this has a no stock on it, right? It's an AR. This is going to be still easy for me to speed boost. Look at my movement right here. I'm doing the speed boost, right? Jumping up right here. I have a lot of movement. Now, if I put a stock on this thing, let's just take this off. Look how much slower I am. I can still get the speed boost off. Obviously, like, I still have good movement, but it's not as fast. You don't have that push. You need that push to get the best advantage possible when you're versing really good players. So, I don't have the push here. I have a stock on, and every single time that you want to get the best movement out, you want to make sure that you're setting your guns up right so that you can have the best advantage possible when you're pushing people. Now, recently I've been running dual SMGs in Rebirth. I found that it's extremely helpful and I have the best movement in the world, but obviously that's not the most efficient method if you want to be shooting people far away too. So I recommend that if you're using ARs and stuff, only pull out your ARs when you really have to. You should always be running around with an SMG, because if you ever get caught off guard, you can't really do movements with ARs. You're going to have to do it with SMGs only, because they probably have one of the highest speeds in the game as far as guns, instead of using bulky weapons like that. And I wouldn't try speed boosting or anything with LMGs and big guns. If I'm caught out in the open right here and I have a really bulky gun, I'm probably just going to drop shot or just try to get all the hits I can on the person instead of doing movement, because movement is pretty much not going to help you when you have a really bulky gun. So you should make sure that you keep that in mind. Also, I want to say that speed boosting is extremely important around corners too, and you really gotta have good headphones. You really gotta listen when things like this happen. Let's just say, you know, a guy's coming around here, right? Like I'm the enemy, right? I'm coming around, and I'm gonna slide cancel around here. If I listen and time it right, if I hear the guy sliding around here, I can speed boost at the exact moment where as he's coming down here, I'm gonna jump across his entire screen, be right behind him, and destroy him. Now, if you go back to my How to Get Better Movement Part 2 video, you saw at the beginning clips, I was just completely destroying these guys with the Bison, and it looked like they couldn't even see me. It looks like I was invisible because I was just jumping behind their screens. They're like, whoa, like where did this guy come from? He's just destroying us. Bro, I'm like invisible to these people. Oh yeah, it's true. I'm invisible, dude. And that's because I was listening. I was timing my speed boost right, and as soon as I knew they were coming around, I used it to boost out of the way while they were boosting over there, and I caught them off guard. So if you really want to perfect the speed boost, you got to make sure that you're timing it right and use their momentum against them. If they're boosting this way, you boost in the opposite direction, and then if you have a hip fire weapon on top of that, you're just going to cover so much ground, and it's going to look amazing when you kill them. One final thing I want to say before I end this video is I just talked about how using someone's own momentum against them, but you really got to learn how to fight 2v1s, 3v1s when you're using the speed boost. That's pretty much the #1 thing you can do. If I have, let's just say I'm running a PKM and a Bison, right? I'm not going to try to challenge every single person with the PKM because I'm going to be in a stationary position and they're all going to be looking at me and I'm going to get destroyed. My #1 thing to do is to single each one of them out and use my speed boosting technique with my SMG. So let's have a scenario right here. We have like 3 people right there, right? They see me on the last one alive. They're all chasing me. I would probably go in this building real quick, go up the stairs. They're chasing me. They're all, I guess, a little bit split up. And then I circle around them. Now think about it. They go up there. I circle around them. Some guys are going to probably be like, oh, he's going to jump down. I'm coming down. And then the rest are going to go up because they're chasing me, right? And if I go down here, then a guy's going to challenge me right here. I can speed boost, hip fire here. I kill the guy. Then I can slide around here and wait for a head glitch. If nobody peeks, somebody comes around here. I can speed boost over here. I kill the guy. Somebody comes up here. I kill the... Like, just think about that situation real quick. If somebody's chasing you, I'm not going to be waiting for a PKM, drop shot, or head glitch and trying to destroy the guy. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to get my SMG out. I'm going to run around until I can single my players out. And then I'm going to use the speed boosting technique. So once I hear an enemy come in, I speed boost across the screen. Let's just say I kill him, but a guy comes up over here. I can speed boost over here, shoot him over there. Slide cancel right here, speed boost. Like, you never, ever, ever want to stand still when you're fighting multiple enemies at once. You never want to stand still. You want to be jumping. Even mid gunfight too. A guy's shooting at me, right? He's shooting at me right here, and I'm shooting at him. If I'm getting hit too many times, and I know he's gonna kill me, I need to stop shooting, and I just need to jump out of the way. You always need to make sure that you jump out of the way and shoot. Don't just stand still and keep getting shot at over and over. You jump out of the way, keep shooting, and you should be able to take the guy out with no problem. So that's pretty much what I gotta say about speed boosting. I know I said a lot of things there, so if you need to go back and watch the video or skip to certain parts, you can do that and just try to master when to speed boost, pretty much how to do it and what guns you should be using and the attachments that you should be using to be able to perfect the speed boost and get a lot more kills with your movement.